Good morning. Hey everyone, this is Joseph Taylor. You're probably wondering whatever happened to homeschooling daddies. Well guys, sorry that we've been away for so long, but there's actually been a lot of changes in our life since we were last here on YouTube a couple months ago. One of which is, many of you know, those of you who are regulars on our channels know that I was offered a job at my old place of employment a couple months ago during the summer. Well, between that job and James's job and then Zachary's homeschooling, time management became a nightmare, trying to get everything juggled and working for all of us. So in the meantime, recently some changes came down for James at his work, new policy changes as far as like scheduling and things like that. So because of those changes, then that meant I would probably have to quit my job, and I didn't want to do that. And because we really could use the money, so that's the main reason. And so the only other option was possibly putting Zachary back in public school. But we didn't want to do that. But unfortunately, that's what it came down to. So as of right now, October 31st, happy Halloween! October 31st is today, and well, Zachary has been in public school now for a couple of weeks. And there's been some challenges, but we're trying to work through with them. But the public school that he's in is also a STEM school, and so that actually seems to be working a little bit better for him than a regular public school setting. But I'll get into that in more of a detail. But to top that off, today we are moving out of our house. As many of you know, that we were in a rental, and the reason we're moving is because we didn't want to put Zachary back into the old public school that he was in. As many of you know about the issues that we were faced with when he was in that school before. So we didn't want to put him back in that school, so we tried doing a variance for another school within the district, but the district is like all impacted because they're building new housing developments all over the place here, so there are like thousands more kids. So our district is impacted here, and so we tried a neighboring district and they're impacted, aren't accepting any new students. Then we tried the district by where I work, at a school that's just a couple blocks from where I work, and they actually accepted him into one of the schools, but on one condition: only if Zachary was a well-behaved, perfect little child and never got in trouble. Because the first time that he got in trouble, his variance would be suspended and he would have to leave the school. I mean, a kid with ADHD, come on. I mean, it's almost guaranteed that there will be some behavioral issue within the first week. So we said, nah. So our next step was, we said, well, I guess we have to move, because that's the only way he would get into a school is if we move out of this school district. So we decided to move, so we're looking around, and so we are moving. We're moving out of the Seattle area. Right now we live in a suburb, but we are moving. As you can see, everything is empty. We have actually been moving for the past couple of weeks now, and so Zachary's been in school for a couple of weeks now, so just trying to manage everything. It has been crazy. It's actually taken us almost like a whole month to move. But today's our last day here in this house, and I just want to let you all know what was going on, okay? So, but yeah, this is really crazy. We've been here for like a little bit over 5 years, and when we first moved in here, let me go ahead and take you outside. When we first moved here in our backyard, there was like no trees. It was like totally dead. But like, as you can see over there on that fence, we have some plum trees, and then along this fence are all cherry trees that we actually planted. But when we planted them, they were actually just saplings. They were little tiny trees, and now check them out. They are so huge. It is just crazy to think that they grew that much in a little over 5 years. And then what is even more crazy is the fact when we moved in here, we measured Zachary, and we moved in here when he was just 4, about to turn 5, and this is where he was at when we first moved in. Way down here. He was way down here. But now that we're moving out, this is in July of 2011, and Here we are on September 1st, 2016. Check this out. He grew that much within the 5 years. It's so crazy to think. But anyway, so yeah, we're moving out. We're moving to another school district. The school that he's in is awesome. It's a STEM school, but like I said, we're dealing with some issues because he doesn't like change that much, so we're acclimating to that. But he is coming around, and so, but it's kind of cool. And so, but I'll get into that in another video. Today we're just leaving this house. It has like a lot of memories for us. When we first moved in here, we had our 2 babies with us, our 2 kitties that James and I adopted when we actually first met in 1996. And unfortunately, during our time here in this house, they passed away. One passed away when she was almost 15, and then the other one just recently passed away when she was almost 19. Or actually was 19. She was going on 20. But yeah, so we lost our babies in this house, so that's kind of sad. I hope their spirits followed us to our new home, and which I know they probably did. But this was Zachary's schoolroom, where we did all his homeschooling, and got a lot done here. Some bad memories too in here, especially when we first started trying to get him acclimated to the homeschool life from the public school life, and now we're back to getting him acclimated to public school life from the homeschool life. So, but it just takes time. But yeah, this is where we did his homeschooling. It was actually his room when we first moved into this house for a couple years until we did do the homeschooling. But yeah, it's kind of crazy how life changes and how life throws you curves when you least expect it. But we're looking at this as like a new chapter in our life. We're not sure we're gonna keep Zachary in public school, definitely. I'll get into more of that in another video. Right now, I just want to let you know an update. But we are totally excited to be going to our new house, starting new memories there, which we've already have. It's a lot more awesome because here we lived in the suburbs, and so where we're going to be moving, it's not a big city, but it is a city, and it has pretty good transportation to actually Seattle. So, because we live on the suburbs of Seattle. Well, in this house is in the suburbs of Seattle. But yeah, so there's gonna be a lot more opportunities for Zach and I, or Zach and his papa, or all 3 of us to go out and actually do a lot of more walking and a lot more exercising. So it's gonna be a lot more healthier position for all of us. And so we are just super stoked. So I just wanted to let you all know what's going on with us, and I'm gonna try to continue this vlog on a regular basis. I'm not making any promises, but don't give up on us. We're still here. So if you like what you see and you want to keep in touch with us, or you want to keep updated on what's going on in our lives, please do subscribe, press that little red button down below, and please like this video. Tell your friends and family about us. And again, we will keep you updated on what's going on with Zachary with the public school. That's a whole nother story. That's gonna take like probably a 14-minute, 15-minute video alone. So, but yeah, we're facing a lot of obstacles with that. In fact, we're even like considering maybe doing homeschool again, but I don't know. We'll deal with that in another video at another time. All right, so till then, remember, we love you. Stay safe. Bye. So yeah, so this is our little house that we are now leaving. Well, this is goodbye. So, goodbye to our little house in our little suburb of Seattle.